Okay, so WCW Feel the Bang, man, is pretty much like a user-created No Mercy hack. Pretty much, I would call it WCW Revenge 2. It literally has kind of, most of the same characters, and they've added a ton of new characters. And so you got like Dusty Rhodes, you got Ric Flair actually in the game, because I don't know if he's in Revenge. And then you got the Ultimate Warrior, Rick Rude, tons and tons of awesome characters. Fit Finley, which he might have been in Revenge. I can't remember the Revenge roster honestly. Pretty comprehensive. Besides maybe some WCW Saturday Night guys like there's no Hacksaw, there's no Norman Smiley, and I heard about this and I'm like, I've never really played any of the No Mercy hacks, but I knew that there was a lot of, I was figuring like, well, people just freaking just put together a big old thing of custom call creative wrestlers, and then you could put like John Cena in there and you give him the fireman's carry, it might just suck, but because I think fireman's carry is like a weak A button move on No Mercy, but and so I'm like, I'm gonna try this because I've been wanting to play those for like over a decade. I've heard about that shit, and this was the one that really stuck out to me. And so I'm getting this thing, and it was kind of convoluted to try to figure it out, but I figured it out, and I'm in there playing it, and I'm having like Bret Hart versus La Parka, and I'm pretty tough because I'm playing La Parka on the expert, and I finally get my special up as Bret, and I get getting his ass down. I'm like, I'm gonna hit him. Well, my charge special, which I didn't figure would be a sharpshooter. I don't know what the hell it was going to be. But the sharpshooter on like No Mercy and stuff was normally they had to be on the ground, and then if you had a special move and you did a grapple when they was on the ground on their legs when they're facing up, it would have been the sharpshooter. No. This is what Bret did. He did a giant swing. He did like a half turn, and then threw La Parka and himself completely out of the ring into the void of space, and then locked on the sharpshooter. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And it was like glitched up. I tried it again, and we're even further into the void. And of course, I'm like, okay, La Parka, we gotta do this. I can Irish whip La Parka to the void. He never came back, man. He just freaking was gone. It was gone. It never came back. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And it turns out you need to disable instant replay on your moves, on these like custom moves they've added, or the whole game will glitch out. And that's really kind of just the story of Feel the Bang, is that it's largely held together with duct tape, and they've managed to do an amazing amount of shit, but it rarely works right. So you've got these called challenges that will unlock characters. I can't get them fuckers to save. The way they're wanting them saved, they're not saving at all. I have to damn just use a ROM quick save. And speaking of ROMs, there's no way to sit there and just load this onto your EverDrive and just like, just freaking play it like it's a regular game. No, this is loaded down with high resolution textures. It's got so many high resolution textures that No Mercy will only allow you to have 4 at a time, but there'll be like tons more in their little files, and I honestly never fiddled with that, but I'm sure it's awesome. But I spent all of my time trying to get the damn game to not be a crassy piece of shit, and I don't think I'm alone on that, as I would go into other people's YouTube videos, and most of the comments are, I can't get this shit to work. For the vast majority of people, they literally how I think the game works is that it has like 40,000 damn game shark codes that help making these kind of hacked moves or just hacked menus. And so what the the creators did was they literally just, instead of just having the ROM or whatever, they send you their own custom Project 64 emulator, and you put in your WWF No Mercy ROM, and then that allegedly is supposed to make this damn thing work. True fit to be told, like, you have all kinds of plug-in issues, you have all kinds of directories, and you need to go through, and because this guy literally has this guy's custom directories on like the C drive, when most people don't use C drive these days for their games, so you have to go through and figure out all this shit. The plugins were flaky as hell. The Project 64 they give you is like from 2013, and it's like glitchy as hell. And I've got a Ryzen 5900X, and I have a 3000 series NVIDIA. So I've got unicorn shit, but this is still like pretty damn recent, pretty common stuff. and WCW Feel the Bang's like, fuck you, feel this bang, and it loves the crash. It won't even be a blue screen of death. It won't even crash back the windows. It crashes a hard reset to the damn thing. I'm like, okay, and I've got rivet tuners and stuff. I'm like, okay, it's not pressing the allegedly it's not pressing the graphics card. It's not trying to make it do insane stupid shit, but it was a huge damn freaking task to try to get this thing to work, and I still have not to this day got it to where I can just play it and enjoy it. There's awesome shit in there, like they'll give you like a gig of music, but like this high quality MP3 music, and in order to get it into the game, you have to download a little program called Cheat Engine, and then you have to bring up Cheat Engine. Then you need to have a wired controller into your damn freaking PC. I didn't know it needed to be wired. I was having trouble there, so I was using just the Xbox wireless. And then you have to press like a button, and then you have your cheat engine running, which is analyzing the difference of the button presses you're doing, and then you're taking that difference, and then you're having to go into your Windows calculator. Then you're having to take like some long digit thing, and then you're minusing this difference that you've derived by holding down this button at this one time at this one screen. And then you got to convert it to hexadecimal, and then you need to plug the hexadecimals back, I think back into Cheat Engine or some shit, to get the final derivative of what you actually need. Whatever it is, I'm literally describing like how it's done, and it's fucking insane. I did do it, and the problem is, every time I restart the computer, I had to do a different it was a different code, it was a different difference. And I'm like, this is nuts. I'm not going to sit there and do this 20 damn thing every time I want to play it. But that's what you have to do, at least on my end. I know some people that they're able to get the music in and it just works, and you got freaking a little bit too much mumble rap for me. A lot of insane clown posse. You know, when you're 18-year-olds and you're really feeling like you're a real juggalo, then maybe that's great. But these days we just want some WCW rap is crap, okay? It's just, but I'm still going to work on this. I still want to get this right. It's now a mission to get this fucking shit right for me. But I cannot honestly recommend this at all, because I've spent 10 damn man hours trying to figure out how to get this thing optimized correctly, and that's still not there. There's even, and this might have been taken back to the actual No Mercy ROM, where the game is actually running at 25 frames a second, and when it's supposed to run 30. I'm not I know in No Mercy, when you ping out extra players, the game slows down. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you played a lot of No Mercy, you would notice that. At 3 players where to start. Even if, like a person with their valet will come out, and the game will run bad. But it's been just a travesty, man. It's really, I would love, because WCW was my jam. Ladies and gentlemen, just, leave your teeth at the door. You don't need any more. We're going to do some wrestling here. We're going back to the hee-haw mechanics of back in the day, man. We don't care about your sports entertainment freaking product. That shit sucks. It sucked for them about a decade and a half now. But, this game isn't giving it for me, man. And so, me, Big Kitty, and Brian, we sit there, we did the tech analysts, we try to get this shit to work right. We're throwing, ultimately, the paws down. And we're just hoping for the WCW Feel the Bang 1.2. But from what I'm looking for, what these guys are hyped on about, it's literally just adding more shit as opposed to trying to make this shit work right on most people's systems. You do it your own risk. Maybe it works great for you. Maybe the shit explodes right out the gate. Who knows? Who knows?